Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Jazzy929, and I'm going to be reviewing American Horror Story Season 9, Episode 4. The title is called True Killers. We see in this episode, Mr. Jingle runs into Margaret. Margaret explains that it is her that was doing the killings all along. She breaks it down to Mr. Jingle. You know what I'm saying? She says he was being bullied, you know what I'm saying? And she basically, you know what I'm saying, told him to go ahead and handle the situation if he really liked her. Because, see, Mr. Jingles has a crush on Margaret, you know what I'm saying? And she used that to her advantage, you know what I'm saying? And she made Mr. Jingles think that he killed these people during the massacre back in the day, and he really didn't. It actually was her, you know what I'm saying? And she explains this to him, you know, and then she tells him it was me all along, you know what I'm saying? She shoots him, but he is still alive. And we see Margaret actually killed Trevor by stabbing him. She asked him why is he back, because he comes back to life. You know what I'm saying? He says to finish what he started. We see that the Night Stalker and Mr. Jingles go head and head in a fight in this episode. The Night Stalker ends up killing Mr. Jingles. Mr. Jingles puts him on a branch. You know what I'm saying? This is how he kills him. He puts him on a branch and puts the branch through his mouth. Then we get a flashback. We find out that Montana is a cokehead, you know what I'm saying? And Montana, during the time that she had these exercises classes, everybody, she went ahead and met Richard, you know what I'm saying? During these classes, she started dating Richard. And that's how they met and started dating. It explains that and breaks that all down. Richard, during this time of the class, you know what I'm saying, she gets into it with a guy, you know what I'm saying, over some music. And we find out that Richard ends up gutting this guy and dismembering him for Montana. Montana comes and sees this, and she gets excited about this whole situation. And we see that her and Richard end up having sex, which is crazy. This is just insane. Psychopath people, you know, crazy stuff. I love this show. It's pretty good. And then we see that during this time, Montana discusses with Richard how she wants Brooke dead. And then she comes with the breakdown, you know what I'm saying, of why she wants Brooke dead. We find out that Brooke she feels Brooke is responsible for the death of her brother. Her brother is the guy that Brooke's fiance accused her of sleeping with. We see that Trevor and Xavier say Chat. That's his name. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, if I'm saying that boy's name wrong, please let me know. I think it's Chat. The three plan to escape in Blake's car. You know what I'm saying? Because Blake let them know, like, look, I'm not Blake, but Xavier lets them know, like, Blake, you know, says car is still here. To those that didn't know or don't know who Blake is, or remember, Blake is the guy that came to confront Xavier that got killed, you know, say at the bathhouse. But Margaret blows up the car. Xavier tries to save, but if I'm not mistaken, he tries to save the car, but he can't, you know what I'm saying? We see Mr. Jingles, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up with my notes. Okay, let me go over that again. We see Xavier tries to go save Verdi. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Jingles comes in during that time, and Verdi gives him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when Mr. Jingles comes in. But before he comes in, we see Xavier tell Verdi, like, look, Verdi, we got to go. Mr. Jingles is coming. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Basically, he's going to kill us. And she all calm. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, Verdi might have a little crush on Xavier. But anyway, Mr. Jingles comes in and Verdi seems kind of nervous. She asks him to sit down, you know what I'm saying? During this time, Xavier is hiding under the table. And he sits there as far as Mr. Chicos is sitting there with Birdie, and they're steady talking. And then Xavier does something, moves or something, or makes a noise. And Mr. Chicos hears it and finds Xavier under the table. So Mr. Chicos is taking Xavier and putting him in the oven, and during that time he kills Birdie. At least we thought he killed Birdie, but Birdie was still alive because she ends up killing Mr. Chicos, or trying to kill Mr. Chicos. We see when Mr. Chicos has put Xavier in the oven, he roasts Xavier. So Xavier is burnt up. His face is just burnt up right now. I think it would have went further, and Xavier would have been completely dead if Birdie didn't come and, save him. Because she comes and saves him from Mr. Chico, but she does die. She asked, once Xavier gets out of the oven, which he does, he finds a way to get out. He goes to Birdie and he asks Birdie to go ahead and take her out. I'm sorry, And that what he does, like Birdie asked him to finish her off because she was going to die anyway. A fast death. That was she wanted. We see that Brooke gets caught up in a trap. That's planted by Rita. Montana gets into a fight with Rita, which Montana wins. We see that the mist comes and brings the Night Stalker back to life. So he floats up in the air, y'all. And to my understanding, what I got off of it was the devil jumped into his body, and now he's possessed by the devil now. Y'all tell me what y'all think. We see that Rita wakes up and she sees all this going on as far as the reincarnation of the Night Stalker. And they make eye contact. And next thing we know, that was basically the end of the whole situation right there. So I want to see what'll happen on the next episode. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are. With that being said, I'm going to end this. Thank you all for listening in.